stop my Chuck Taylors. And that...
Don't you swear at me, you little shit! I am your mother!
Sorry, kid.
And that is reality.
Iron Man.
Yo, what is going on, you guys? It is your boy Sooplex, and yes, I'm back. I am back. It's been about a good week, but I've returned from Austin, Texas. I went to my very first film festival. Fantastic fest. I had an absolute blast, and I'll be talking about that in just a minute or two. But I would like to welcome you all back to the Sooplex podcast, episode 14, 15. I don't know. I'm starting to lose count of these episodes, but we still going. We still rocking and rolling. Me and Isaac. 15, I think. The big 1-5. Yes, because 14. That was
big 1-5.
The big 1-5 is what we're on right now. I'm Tyler Sooplex, and with me right now is my good friend Super Kick, also known as Punk. I hate sinners. Isaac, how are you doing?
No,
today?
I don't. I don't hate sinners. You stop this slander. I love sinners, not as much as you.
No, you don't love sinners. It's the first time I heard you say these words ever.
Listen, none against Michael B. Jordan,
Cap
man.
it for the vine. Cap it for the vine. It's the first time I've ever heard.
Where's my
this.
banjo?
Isaac, when was the last time you've seen the sun?
Oh man, I want to say year.
Oh, see, this is how I know he doesn't like sinners. Anyway, guys.
What can I say?
Anyway, guys, this is Superplex Podcast, episode 15, the podcast where we, for some weeks we loosely will talk about wrestling. Some weeks we do talk about wrestling. Then other weeks we don't talk about wrestling at all. And I regret to inform you all that coming off of WrestlePalooza, your boy Sooplex did not watch WrestlePalooza. I know.
High five. Same on that.
I mean, people already been unfollowing me, so it's fine. But
okay. No.
Dude, you didn't see I lost like 7,000 followers on Instagram over the past 3 months?
They could go eat a bag of pretzels. They could eat a bag of dry Popeyes biscuits.
With no water.
Listen, WWE is just ain't it right now. Yeah, no Bev. WWE is not it right now.
Well, hold on. To be fair, I did actually watch the tag team match with AJ, Seth, Becky, and Punk because
you love AJ.
Yes, that was the only reason why I even remotely cared about WWE for the past month was AJ Lee. So I said
it was a good week.
I mind you, I watched it on the flight back home. I didn't watch it.
It was a good 2 weeks, huh?
Yeah, she had her match. I'm happy she had her match. Now
Did you light it up?
Are you gonna watch every single show? Well, you know. That I thought I was gonna watch every single show, but I didn't even watch the fucking Raw that just happened. I don't know if she was even on Raw.
They have too many people, dude. That's my gripe with it. It's very hard to focus on certain storylines when they're not written as fluently as they used to. Exactly, if that makes sense.
Exactly.
And then they're also like, it's just all over the place right now. You have Saudi announcing Mania. You have Perf coming up. You have left and right bookings, oversaturated rosters. It's a lot to digest.
It is. The tag team match I saw, though, it was good. I mean, it was your traditional building up to the hot tag with AJ Lee. I feel like we saw this formula with Triple H, Ronda Rousey, Kurt Angle, and Stephanie McMahon. We saw that exact formula, and that's what they did here, except, AJ Lee, dusting up the cobwebs a bit on this match, but she still sold pretty well. She still was bumping around, and she got the win over Becky Lynch in the match, which I'll be honest, I thought Becky should have beat her in the first match, but she got the visual pin over the champion, so that leads to singles match, and now I think that AJ's probably going to lose their first singles match, seeing that she's already got the win over Becky, but that's why I would have done it the other way around. That being said, Isaac, did you watch WrestlePalooza at all?
I only saw the highlights, and I am on the same boat. That was the only match that mattered, was AJ Lee's match. That Cena match was a disgrace to his career, and nobody wanted to see Brock back.
Yeah. I didn't see anything else. But in the midst of this, everyone's wondering where I was. Why I wasn't watching WrestlePalooza. Let me go grab this real quick. Hold on.
Oh man, is it Vince?
I was at Fantastic Fest. Ah, this is my
I thought
first
Vince McMahon
press
called you for a
badge
sec.
for a film festival. I'm so happy.
Oh yeah, that
But
was your
yes,
first
guys, I
one.
went to Austin, Texas for a genre film festival known as Fantastic Fest. I was there for 7 days. It was an 8-day festival, so I wasn't, 8-day festival. I was there technically for 6 days. I just arrived 1 day early. But I had a grand old time. I saw so many movies. To go down the list of movies I saw while I was at Fantastic Fest. I watched him, Primate, The Curse, Shelby Oaks, Vicious, Apple Finiacs, Haunted Heist, Black Phone 2, Lunatic the Lunavachan Story, If I Had Legs I'd Kick You, Silent Night, Deadly Nights, Dolly, Surratt, The Smashing Machine, and One Battle After Another. In total, 15 movies I watched over the course of 6 and 7 days, and I loved the majority of them. Some of them I did not like at all, but most of them I absolutely did love. And some of these movies will be releasing in the next couple months that I'm excited for you guys to see and excited to see again and talk about them in greater depth and greater length. But yeah, like I went on Thursday and, you know, I saw him and I thought him was extremely disappointing. And then later that night, they were like, hey, Primate is coming out. And Primate comes out in January this year. It's about a chimpanzee that has rabies and it's going around killing people. And I wasn't crazy about it, but it was my first ever film at a film festival. So it could have been shit and I would have been like, okay. I had a fun time. It will live on in my heart as like my first, right? It was the movie that popped my cherry. That's the way I see it. I saw The Curse the day after, which was good, and I actually got to interview the director, which was such an interesting experience because I've never interviewed anybody ever. Like I just don't do interviews. I don't know. I always feel self-conscious. Like, I don't know what good questions to ask, even though I feel like I brought up good questions. Like, I just don't know what to ask. And I'm not, I don't want to say I'm not fit to do that, but, like, that's just not something I've ever had a interest in wanting to do. So, the director reached
What
out
was
to
the
me,
name
like,
of their film?
The Curse.
Curse.
The Curse, which I don't believe comes out for another few months. They're like, hey, we want you to interview us. And I'm like, you want me specifically to interview you? And I said, okay. And I ain't gonna lie, at first, I kind of left them already because I'm like, I don't know what to say. But then it was like Thursday and I was getting coffee and they saw me and they're like waving at me. I'm like, hey, I'm like, oh, let me go say hi. And I don't want to be rude. So I go over and say hi. They're like, hey, we still want to do the interview. I'm like, oh, I'm right here. And I'm
Have
like,
a good old cup of Joe.
and I'm like, oh, okay, how about we go get some coffee? So I offer to get some coffee. And we get that. They're like, oh, you know, I would like to. I'm like, oh, I think I have a couple questions I want to ask you. So, you know, as we're drinking coffee and whatnot, I'm like, okay, I got a couple questions I want to ask them. And then I'm like, okay, let me go circle back to this in like an hour or two because I'm hungry. And then right after that, then it's the director, the producer, and like the main actress. And I'm like, fuck, what do? I don't know what to do. But I think I had 3 great questions lined up that the interview should be going up probably sometime next week. I still have to edit that video, but yeah, I'm excited for how it turned out. That same day, I also watched Shelby Oaks, which that was like one of the top movies I was looking forward to that entire weekend. Chris Stuckman, the GOAT, the OG movie content creator, Chris Stuckman, directed that film, and I thoroughly enjoyed it a lot. And then also that night I saw Vicious, which comes out in January. It's starring Dakota Fanning, aka Coraline. Not gonna lie, it sucked. The day after, I saw Apophonics, which is a movie I don't think a lot of you have heard about, but you will be hearing about it very soon once a distributor actually, you know, gets a hold of it. It was a very good movie about the use of AI, and I think it's gonna be a very fun time for a lot of people. That same day, I saw Haunted Heist, which was bar none the worst film I watched at the film festival. And it sucks to say because a black man directed that movie. I think they were the only black director the entire film festival. Little Ray Howery, I believe is his name. He's the guy from Get Out. Lil Ray Howery, yes. He was the TSA from Get Out. And he directed the movie. And in my Letterboxd review, I wrote the following, and I quote, "This movie had to be written by a white man who has never met a black person a day in their actual life, because there's no way." That was my review of this movie on Letterboxd, and that should tell you what I really thought about it.
Bravo.
Yes. Then I saw Black Phone 2 that same day, and Black Phone 2, oh, if you are a fan of the first Black Phone, you're going to love Black Phone 2. Not only does it give homages to horror classics like The Shining, like Friday the 13th, like Halloween, like especially heavy on Nightmare on Elm Street, with it being the dream scenario and, you know, dream hopping really from part of the I forgot what the villain's name is, but there's so much like about Black Phone 2. And the little girl's name, Madeline McGraw, she brought to the table such a performance that I'm like, she has a bright future in Hollywood. I can't wait to see her in future projects. She really brought it to the table this time around. I saw Lunatic, the Luna Vachon story, which is the only wrestling movie that was being shown that weekend. I enjoyed it. It was good. There was a very big revelation that was in this movie that I don't know if it's out already. I don't know if it's ever been out. Is it breaking news that Roddy Piper was accused of rape?
Yes, breaking.
Oh no, this hasn't been out yet.
This is the first I'm hearing.
Yeah, no. Luna Vachon, you know, in the movie brought up that, well, Luna Vachon herself didn't say this, but someone echoed what Luna Vachon said in the movie, and I actually spoke to the director, and she went back and forth on if she wanted to keep that part in the movie because, you know, obviously, you know, you don't want to drag a big name like Roddy Piper. Also, he's deceased, so, but in her eyes, it's, you know, getting the voice of a victim out is more important than protecting a big name, which is why she said, okay, this is Luna Vachon's story to tell. This is her story to tell. So I'm going to let her tell that story. And Luna Vachon.
Well said.
Yeah. So, you know, breaking news, I guess, if no one knows. But yeah, when this movie comes out, and I don't have a release date on. Let me look. I don't know if there is a release date on this movie. I don't even know if there's a distributor for it. If not, then I guess I'm one of very few people that know this information, which is, you know, interesting. There looks to be no release date on it right now. So yeah, I guess we'll just see when that comes out. But for now, yeah, that was that's the breaking news on that thing. We'll see how wrestling Twitter takes that. If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You is another movie that I was really looking forward to that whole weekend. A$AP Rocky's in it. Rose Byrne is the lead. And I thought that was a nice, I don't want to call it a psychological thriller or a psychological drama. I think I would call it a psychological drama. It really puts you in the shoes of motherhood and just how much of a struggle it is to be what seems to be a single struggling mom just trying to keep everything together, but also what's real, what's not real, what is in her mind, you know, her being a therapist, and is she taking on all this extra work, and is this output being that her sick child is going through all this stuff because of her. There's a lot to tackle with this movie, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of people, especially moms out there, that could resonate with this. Silent Night, Deadly Night, I saw that same night, but it was at midnight, and I started falling asleep, so I can't really comment too much on it. The day after, I saw Dolly, and I got up at 8 a.m. in the morning to watch Dolly. I think Dolly will be a cult classic, just because it is a female slasher, which is something we don't see too often. But I think it succumbed to a lot of the horror tropes that we all come to either know and love or know and dislike, and it's tropes that I know and dislike. So I think that Dolly has potential, and they already confirmed there's going to be a Dolly 2. So I think, again, this is going to be a cult classic that a year or two out from now, people are going to be wearing the Dolly mask and the Dolly getup and all that type of stuff. That same day, I saw Surratt, which I believe is one of the greatest movies to come out of that entire festival. Story is simple. It is about a man and his son that go into a desert rave to find their daughter's sister, and that's as much as you should know. It is an audible sensory overload at the same time being a visual experience. That is the best way to describe Sirats. It is an international film that I believe is in the running right now to be nominated at the Oscars for Best International Feature, which right now I'm 100% down for it winning because I haven't seen too many other international features, but it should definitely be winning it. And then also that same day I saw The Smashing Machine, which I know a lot of you saw. I did an ad for The Smashing Machine. Yeah, that's me. I'm that guy. And this is not me being paid to say it was great. Like, I legitimately thought it was a great movie. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson gives his best performance. And my friend said, well, I guess the bar isn't that high. But no, it isn't that high for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, his performance. But thoroughly, I thought he gave a really good to even great performance as Mark Kerr. The best way I could describe it is, if you think The Rock is nothing but comedy roles, then Mark Kerr is more Dwayne Johnson than anything. And if you've seen Dwayne Johnson in interviews, you're going to hear Dwayne Johnson. But performance-wise, I hate saying performance so many times. Delivery-wise, I think he is definitely masking someone that we have not seen him do before. And that's something that I think Dwayne Johnson has been looking for a very long time, is the respect of the fans to say, hey, this guy has that range. This guy can do something different. And here he actually is showing that he has that capability. And we already know he has a movie coming out in the next 1 or 2 years, directed by Martin Scorsese. It's like a Hawaiian crime thriller, drama, whatever. If anything to go off of here, he's going to do great in that movie as well. And then the day after, my last day in Austin, Texas, was a secret screening for One Battle After Another, which I thought is easily one of the greatest films to come out of 2025. Leonardo DiCaprio as Bob steals the show. Sean Penn was a revelation as Lockjaw. Tiana Taylor was on screen for all of 5 minutes, but she did her little thing. Regina Hall, she was great. Chase Infinity, also. This has been a great year for up-and-coming stars in Hollywood. Let me just say this. Chase Infinity in this film, I thought, did a really good job. And that's also to say, for another Warner Brothers film, in Sinners, Miles Ken, he did a really good to even great job as, why am I forgetting his name right now? Why am I forgetting his name? Ooh, Sinners hater. Can you tell me what his name was? Preacher Boy. What was Preacher Boy's name? Sammy, yes, Miles Caden, that's Sammy. So Miles Caden, Chase Infinity, both are, I believe, 20 or 21 years old, and they're just having these first great ones. Like, this is both of their first feature films. Like, Warner Brothers is taking a big risk on these two.
Oh, breakouts this year.
Yeah, really big breakouts. And even last year with Mikey Madison, and I know Mikey Madison isn't a new star because she was in Scream, but she was the lead in Anora, and she ended up coming out with the Oscar for Best Actress. I mean, I feel like we're in a big boom period for breakthrough artists here. I'm really loving what I'm seeing from Hollywood taking these risks. I love it.
Movies are back this year, especially. It's been like an insane run.
And let me also just say this: One Battle After Another has received 5 stars from Sooplex on Letterboxd. It has become one of 3 movies. I have seen 107 movies this year, and only 3 movies I have given 5 stars: Sinners, Neja 2, and now One Battle After Another. Will we get 4? I don't know. I don't know if we'll get 4, but One Battle
Viva la
After Another.
Revolution!
Viva la Revolution! That's what I typed in my Letterboxd review. Yes. I will be watching One Battle After Another again on Sunday because it was that great. One rewatch after another is where I'm going to be heading with this movie. I get the sense of that. But yes, that was my weekend at Fantastic Fest. I cannot wait to go back next year. I had an absolute fun time. South by Southwest is in Austin, Texas in March. I will be putting in my application for press, and I will report back to you guys when I get it. But yeah, and then also Philadelphia Film Festival is in a couple weeks. I'm looking to be doing that as well. I've not gotten a badge back, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be doing it as well. Isaac might be doing it as well, too. We shall see. We shall see. Isaac, sir, I know I've been talking about a film festival for a while. You being a filmmaker and also having been to film festivals, what has your experience been like attending film festivals?
Film festivals are awesome because you just meet a lot of like-minded creators and people that want to learn, and that's the biggest thing I think going into this. I even told you, like, expect to learn. Like, that's the biggest thing out of it. The panels, the people you meet, the tables, and just the stories that you learn. Uh, it's refreshing, like being around that type of energy. Not even film school sometimes could replicate that. Not even YouTube tutorials could replicate that. So I'm a big advocate of doing that. And that was your first one. That was just your first one, and I hope you had a good time.
I had a listen. Isaac noted there were some aspects of it in the very beginning that were extremely frustrating for me, but the rest of the festival really turned it all around. And again, I if I could go back and do it again, maybe with a major tweak, I would in a heartbeat because and you only get to experience your first one time, so.
Cyrate and Shelby Oaks got my attention.
Yes, Surratt and Shelby Oaks are must.
Surratt.
Yes.
Cyrate. Sounds like a fucking robot.
No. There's a little asterisk over the eyes, so it's Surratt. Surratt. It's an Arabic name. I forgot what it means in Arabic, but anyway, guys, make sure you keep your eyes out for 3 films. 3 films. I was gonna say one bite after another, but that's out already. So yes, 3 films. Black Phone 2, Shelby Oaks, Surratt. Keep your eyes out for those films. That's what I will say.
You heard it here first, folks.
And again, Surratt is a international film. Neon has the distribution rights to it. I don't know when that's coming out. If I had to take a wild guess, they're probably either going to release it close to the end of the year or very beginning of next year, just in time for Oscar campaigns. Because Neon. I'm just saying. One thing I noticed about Neon is that they want that fucking Oscar, bro. They've been aiming at ever since they got a little taste of Parasite in 2019. They said every year we're gonna shoot for at least 3 movies we want to shoot in for the Best Picture, and they tend to get it at least once. And we already saw them get it a second time at the Nora. I think this time around they're gonna try again with Die My Love, and they might try again with It Was Just an Accident. Do I think either one of those two are going to win? Well, I don't know because I haven't seen either one of them yet. But if I had to make an early prediction of what 2 movies from Neon will probably be campaign for Best Picture, it's going to be Die My Love, which is an American film, and It Was Just an Accident, which I believe is French/Indian, could be wrong. But Surratt could be another one, but I think it's probably going to go for Best International. If it does get nominated for Best Picture, it may have my vote. It depends on what the competition looks like, honestly. But enough talking about what I saw this weekend. Let's talk about something I didn't see last weekend. Something that is playing right now and is shattering the box office. And that is Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. Now, Isaac, I know you're an anime fan. Have you seen Demon Slayer Infinity Castle in theaters?
I have not seen it. I have seen the series, though. This is electric of a film, and I'm excited to see it soon.
Yes, well, Isaac, has it occurred to you, did it occur to you that Demon Slayer Infinity Castle, that has only been in theaters for the last 12 days, has done $550 million in the box office in just 2 weeks?
What a bombshell.
That's incredible.
It doesn't surprise me because of just how broad the demographic for anime is, but wow. 12 days?
12 days, 500.
What was the budget for it, do you know? The budget's probably
that's a good
fraction.
Question. Yeah, the budget's probably like...
Though it's animated still, like, that's insane, bro. K-pop got a good reaction.
K-pop Demon Hunters, I mean, that... We know that was a... That movie did monster numbers for Netflix. Only imagine how it would have done if it actually stayed in theaters longer. But, with the way we're seeing K-pop Demon Hunters blow up, and then, like, right after K-pop Demon Hunters, you're getting into Infinity Castle, like Demon Slayer, like what is going on with the animated movies? Like, is this I
There's
don't
a
know.
demand.
There seems to be a really big demand, and I think. Well, I don't think. I know for a fact it is the communities that are really uplifting those movies to that magnitude, because the average moviegoer doesn't give a shit about either one of those two movies.
Not one
But
bit.
the
No.
K-pop stans, they came out in full force for K-pop Demon Hunters, and the anime fans, they came out in full force for Demon Slayer. And I have friends asking me back and forth, "Have you seen Demon Slayer? I thought you're the movie guy. Why haven't you seen Demon Slayer?" Yes, I'm a movie guy. I'm not an anime guy. So yes, I'm dragging my feet to see Demon Slayer because I have not seen
I
the
thought
rest of
you
the
were the
series.
movie guy.
Yes, but it's an anime movie and I haven't seen the anime, so why? Sorry, I have not seen it yet. Eventually, I will see it. I will see it while it's still in theaters. I can guarantee you that. But I have been, watching 15 different movies at a film festival. So no, I did not have a chance to see it last week. Isaac, I gotta ask you the $1 million question now. Well, $500 million question now.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's already topped Fantastic Four: First Steps in the box office. It is coming close to topping Superman in the box office. It's already topped Sinners in the box office. It's topped a lot of movies in the box office so far. I believe right now it's actually number 7 highest grossing of the year, which is, again, incredible considering that it is.
Just dropped.
Yeah, it just dropped. Yeah, actually looking at the worldwide box
Not even
office
talking
right
domestic
now
or streaming or
for
any of that. That's
2025. If we can go in order here, number 10 is Fantastic Four: First Steps at $520 million. Number 9 is Demon Slayer: Infinity Castle at $555 million. Number 8 is Tom Cruise Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning at $598 million. Number 7 is Superman at $615 million. Number 7 is Superman, my bad. Number 6 is F1 the movie at $624 million. Number 5 is How to Train Your Dragon at $635 million. Number 4 is Jurassic World Rebirth at $866 million. Number 3 is a Minecraft movie at $958 million. It nearly reached $1 billion, but didn't quite hit it. I thought it was.
That's insane.
But, it almost did.
I'd start a whole school with that money.
Number 2 is Lilo and Stitch at $1.37 billion. And number 1, Neja 2, with a monstrous $2.2 billion. And it's warranted because it's an outstanding movie. But, Isaac, let me ask you. It stands right now at number 9, so it's already charted the top 10 very quickly. Do you foresee it climbing higher up the list? And if it does, do you see it hitting the Billy Club?
I think it's going to go up to at least number 5. Because
Really?
at this rate, that's insane. And just predicting off of the reaction K-pop got, this is a bigger franchise than that, and more of an American.
You think this is bigger than the K-pop?
Than that, yeah. More American fans follow the anime, and Netflix has given a big what's the word? They've given a lot of exposure to it. The Netflix anime catalog is insane, and they definitely spotlighted this. Yeah, they're gonna go at least top 5. I'm predicting it now. That's an insane rate. So mathematically, my prediction would say top 5.
Do you think it hits the Billy Club?
Like 800.
So your answer
8 to 9, like right there.
Your
Like right
answer
there.
sounds
So
like no, you don't think it will.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think it's going to cap it. If at 2 weeks it's already at 550, I think we're going to cap at 700.
I'm going 8. Let's see. Let's make a deal. Let's do it.
All right, yeah. I'm going to say we cap at 750.
We're gonna roll back the footage and
We'll
rewind
roll
to
it
this
back.
episode.
I tend to be really good at, estimating the box. So I'm going to estimate it's going to top at 750, minimum 700 million.
If it's 750 to 800, I'll be shocked.
Yeah, but we'll see. I don't think it's hitting $1 billion though. It's going to be a far.
So
stretch for that.
automatic sequel off of success rate.
Well, it already
Possibly.
is. Well, they already said it's a trilogy, so there is going to be a third movie coming.
There you go.
That was before the
Okay.
success of it. They announced it was going to be a trilogy.
They're gonna go
Now-
off then.
Now, them making more movies beyond that point, more than likely they're going to.
Right.
Because the first Demon Slayer, if I'm correct, that came out during COVID, right? That came out in 2021.
COVID.
Yeah, it came out. During,
Everything came out during COVID. It was a
I remember
rough time.
because I was dating a girl at the time, and she wanted to go see Demon Slayer, and I'm like, hey, let's go see what was the other one that came out?
Was it a worse selection?
No. It was an anime movie. Why is it slipping my head right now? Anime movie that came out in 2021. It's slipping my head.
Let's see, Mandalorian.
Yeah, Mandalorian is definitely an anime movie for sure. My God. And I can't remember what it is. But anyway,
The Lorax.
The Lorax. Anyway, forget it. In wrestling news,
Whoa,
Macho Man Randy Savage biopic is in the works.
Oh, sick.
Yes. This is according to Deadline. Now, who is going to be fit to play this man? We don't quite know. But
You.
Isaac, me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I can't do the voice. And
Oh
also,
yeah.
and also,
Come on, you fit perfect for the role.
I don't think Macho Man was ever this dark.
Hey, he loved to go to Miami.
Then again, it is 2025. We do racial recastings all the time, so I probably
Voldemort's about to be a girl.
Voldemort's about to be a girl. Snape is about to be a black man. Like, yeah, I can't wait for Snape to come out with dreads.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I can't wait. Anyway, so is there anyone you think should be playing Macho Man Randy Savage in this biopic? I mean, we already had Zac Efron playing which Von Erich was it? Not Lance. Kerry Von Erich. Kerry?
Carrie.
Was
Kerry.
it Kerry? Kerry Von Erich.
I
What
say
big name actor, if a big name actor, could you see playing Macho Man Randy?
Mel Gibson.
You don't think Mel Gibson's a little old to be playing the role?
Hey, Macho Man was old, dude.
Yeah, but Macho Man wasn't that old. Mel Gibson's in his 70s, right?
Listen, anything that's not Pedro Pascal, I'm in. I don't think this is the role for him. He's probably gonna do it. It'll probably be him. Let's be honest.
You know, you throw a name out there. Why not Nick Cage? Why not Nick Cage play
Nick Cage.
Macho Man? You know who I'd be interested in, and I know this is like a far shot, probably what happened. I don't know why, but Robert Downey Jr. I feel like might actually be a really good Macho Man Randy Savage.
That's so left field.
Very left field. I don't know why, but I see this vision in my head of Robert Downey Jr. with the hair and everything, and I feel like this.
I am Macho Man.
And I am Macho Man.
Man.
Oh yeah! And then it snaps.
And flies away.
I don't know why. I don't know why he popped in my head, but I feel like Robert Downey Jr. could be a
Make Bill Burr Macho Man.
Yeah, make men macho again. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Anyway, another news piece here. Batman: The Brave and the Bold is ongoing. Now,
That's on mine
if you
too.
guys
Yep.
already know, we have the Batman Part 2 confirmed to be releasing in 2027. But the Batman Brave and the Bold seems to be a separate project that is going on. James Gunn says that they have a really, really good story now prepared for Batman in The Brave and the Bold. Now, The Brave and the Bold is a comic book with the Batman and Robin. So, if this is what we are led to believe to be a live-action movie that's happening in 2028, that would mean that they're probably having another Batman, because I don't foresee Robert Pattinson teaming back to back. I mean, maybe, but
James Gunn legend.
no, it has to be a new Batman. It has to be a different Batman, because
It has to be.
Robert Pattinson's Batman's in his 30s, so it can't be.
So that doesn't mean anything. I think it's just
But no,
done.
no, because Robin, like, if we're going off of like Damian Wayne Robin, right? Damian Wayne Robin, he would have been 11 years old.
Dude, Ned's Declassified was all in their 20s.
Okay, but even then, how would you explain that being the case? But he never referenced having a son at all in the first movie.
True.
Like, never referenced once having a child. And it's like you would have to completely retcon the fact that he never brought it up. So as much as I don't want there to be a whole other Batman, it seems like logistically for this to work live action, you kind of would have to have another Batman.
I want Jeremy Allen as Batman.
Jeremy Allen White?
You damn right.
Why specifically Jeremy Allen White?
I mean, the way he yells, just it could go from kitchen to the cape real quick, you know? He just fits the mold. And he's so good at acting, let's be honest. He's just aggressively sharp with his dialogue, so I think he'd fit as a good Batman. I don't know.
Recast Christian Bale.
Yes. Oh, 100%.
Or you know what? Fuck it. Cast Timothy Chalamet Ding Dong.
Nope. No, we're gonna save that one for Willy Wonka. Willy Wonka could go back to this.
You know what? You know what? Don't sleep on this. I feel like Timothy Chalamet probably could play a good Robin. I feel like he could probably play a good like Nightwing, like a good Dick Grayson.
He could play a good Nightwing. Definitely sidekick vibe.
Red Hood, I don't know about Red Hood.
He might be too much of a short king for Batman. Oh no.
I mean, Christian Bale wasn't that tall, right?
I mean, have you seen American Psycho?
Okay, sure. You know who else has been floated by? I heard some people say Jake Gyllenhaal.
He's so good. What is it? Nightcrawler? Yeah, Nightcrawler was great. Nightcrawler was one of my favorite movies.
I don't know why. I just never been a huge fan of Jake Gyllenhaal as an actor, but maybe I just haven't saw the right movie yet. That could be it. Maybe I haven't seen the right movie.
A lot of films. He was in plenty of films, but if you don't like him, you don't gotta like him. I
don't hate the guy.
Really good.
I just never been crazy about his acting. That's all.
Really believable. Really intense. Really charismatic. Very. What is it called? Like he's one of those actors that you just believe. Method actor. He's a method actor.
I'm trying to think who else would be a really good like Batman. I hate that I'm having this conversation because I am so steady on like keep Robert Pattinson as Batman, but like
take him out. Edward Cullen, bye.
It has to work out this way. If we're gonna be like Lil Wayne, let it all work out. Yo, what if they cast a black man to be Batman? Could you imagine the fucking outrage?
I would love it.
Could you
Let's get Tracy Morgan ASAP.
If they casted a black man?
Yeah, I mean,
Batman?
Dude, we're about to get it with, like I said, when I saw the headline, they're giving auditions for the new Voldemort for the Harry Potter series to girls too. I'm like, I don't know if I like that.
Yo, Voldemort with titties is gonna go crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
No nipples.
Just all breasts, no nipples is crazy. But also,
so bad.
I part of me kind of hopes they cast someone trans to play Voldemort, just so that way they can laugh at J.K. Rowling.
Sure.
Ooh, what's his name? What's his name or her name? The dude that looks like the girl that looks like them that looks like Zelda.
It's okay.
The they them that looks like Zelda. I don't know. I'm trying to be politically correct.
That looks like Zelda. The one from Euphoria.
Yes, them.
Yeah, Jules all day. I would love that.
Yes,
that's a great.
I think they would make a very good Voldemort.
Great actress.
Possibly. Or hear me out. Are we still talking about Voldemort, right?
Right.
And maybe this is a big leap that will probably never happen because she's probably too pricey. What about Meryl Streep?
Who?
Meryl Streep?
Oh my! Why you said it like that?
What?
You whispered it.
Meryl Streep?
I know you're a big fan, bro.
Just imagine she's like, Harry Potter, the boy who lived has come to die.
God.
That's all.
Oh man.
Just throws it a little. That's all. As she's killing.
There's a way.
She's carrying Sirius Black. I am also not racist. That's all.
That's all.
Oh, okay. Enough lollygagging. Let's get into what a lot of you came here for. That is Peacemaker, Season 2, Episode 6. Isaac, what was the name of this episode? I didn't write that down.
Ignorance is Chris.
Ignorance is Chris. Yes, I really do love these titles. And it was directed and written by James Gunn. We have gotten back on the James Gunn boat. I'm happy about that. Isaac, what did you think about this episode?
Overall, ties up a lot of loose ends, escalates quickly, and leaves the fans wanting more. I think this is one of the best episodes out of the season so far.
I thoroughly think it is top 2 best episodes of the season, right next to the second one, for sure. Or no, even
This is a must-watch. This is definitely a must-watch episode for any fan of the season.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wouldn't say jump.
The cameo, what? I popped out of my seat when I saw that.
I popped out of my seat too. I'm like, oh, we gonna have to talk
The reveal
about
shot was so like suspenseful. I was like, who's sitting down right now? And boom.
I know. We're going to have to talk about it. Isaac, would you like to take it from here? I know you've been kind of highlighting the episodes the past few weeks. I feel like
sure.
I feel like I don't want to take your reign away from you now.
No, it's been a minute. It's been what, 2 weeks?
Yes. Hey, it has been
man.
because it's like first you were going and then I was going the next week.
Yo, shout out Shrek 2, man.
Hey, yo, shout out Scary Movie 3.
Yo, just to recap the previous week, Hardcore secures Chris for Argus by luring him in a park. Argus detains Chris and Flag beats Chris up mid-investigation. Economos somehow lets Chris go away, and then Chris decides he wants to stay at the other fake dimension with his family. We start off with just Adrian's house. Dog. He be pimping. What do you thought about that intro with his mom questioning them and Hardcore and Ads being there with Chris and they take him back to wherever the fuck they were at the basement, the secret room he calls it.
The secret room in a basement where it's nothing but just like cocaine and money, and then they're like, wait, why are you keeping all this money down here? And he's like, well, what do you think I was gonna do? Like fucking use it as blood money, so you just keep it in your basement? And then they just start pocketing the money. I would do the same thing, bro.
His mom was a sweetheart.
Yeah, but also like read the room, mom. Read the room.
Yeah, she was like, oh my god, you have friends. Yeah, it was weird.
And then he gave
was a little boo-boo.
And then he gave the most white boy, shut the fuck up, mom. Oh, like I thought he was gonna swing on his mom for a second. Had me worried.
He's like definitely someone I played Modern Warfare 2 with.
I don't know, man.
He has like a room
white
filled
boys
with
and their moms. They scare me sometimes.
They definitely have no limit. Like they're wild, bro.
I know. You ever seen Eminem in the 1990s talking about his mom? No, it scared me.
That's some scary shit. This whole basement secret room is filled with money. Looked like over millions of dollars in cash, probably some below. And he has this one closet. I don't know. This guy Adrian's a little sus, but
bro,
he also has this
blow all over Hardcore's jacket going into the next universe. What do you mean? Probably.
I thought it was like powdered sugar at first.
Oh yes, he was just down there making powdered donuts for the whole crew. Right?
You never know, man. He has like the secret room, and it's like the duck from DuckTales that has like all the coins and shit. And he has this one closet that's filled with Labubus, and they turned that into the portal. They have a pocket portal.
Okay, Labubus in that closet. Thank God. We were in another.
I know.
Shit.
It was like very questionable, but they want to bring back Chris from the other dimension, and they set up that in the Labubu closet, and the gang enters his dad's home in the alternate universe.
Which
Real
is
hardcore.
Already crazy enough to see like they all insane in the universe at once. I'm like, oh boy, nothing good's gonna come from this.
See Keith. They see Keith, and they just like freak out. Like, oh, they see Keith and like, oh no,
my
what
God,
do I do?
Keith's what? Make it last forever. Make it last forever.
Forever. a reading rainbow. But yeah, man, it was crazy seeing that. That's legit the real theme song of this show.
Yes. Oh my God, this is the last week we're going to be getting a traditional Superplex intro. Because next week we're getting into holiday season. The
What holiday?
Halloween edition. What do you mean what holiday? Halloween is the holiday, bro.
It's not even late October yet.
But the next week's episode is going to be in October. That's the Halloween edition. That's the holiday edition. Come on.
I'm definitely dressing up like as a banana on Halloween.
Yes,
Week
I'll
you
be.
record.
I don't know what I'm going to dress up as.
I don't know what I'm gonna gotta
I want to
figure
be
that out.
something elaborate this year because all the previous years I've been just something like what I find in my closet. But I want to be something really, really
I'll be
interesting.
Clark Kent.
Yo, I saw this guy on Twitter. He went as a naked sim.
Oh
And I'm
my
like,
god.
I don't have the body to be a naked sim, but like when I do, I'm definitely gonna be a naked sim because that was actually kind of sick. Like I want to do
I'll
something
be
really unique like that.
I'm gonna get cardboard, I'm gonna cut it out, I'm gonna spray paint it purple, and I'm gonna be Galactus.
Go, but you don't grow any bigger.
I'm just like this with like a cardboard, like very bootleg. Um Hardcourt sees Keith and freaks out. He then visits Argus with Keith and then is detected by the cops for inspection. This is all over the place right now. What do you think about Adrian meeting his other self in this dimension as well?
Adrian meeting his other self. Well, I mean, that was a little bit later on in the episode, though, right?
This was happening mid inspection.
Oh, okay. Um, it was funny because Adrian is become one of my favorite characters of the entire show. Because he's just so... How do I describe him? He's so oblivious, but at the same time, he's also, like, full of himself. He has a very nice balance of it. And it has this,
Yeah, I would
like,
say very
weird
nice balance.
obsession with wanting the validation of Chris at the same time.
Right.
So,
Right.
having his contrast, his other personality be like, oh, I fucking hate Chris, is like, oh, okay.
He said that's my arch nemesis. Yeah. That's gonna play
I
into the
feel
next
like-
episode.
I
Sure.
feel like one of them is going to kill the other one.
That's definitely gonna play out to the next episode.
Similar to
Yeah.
how one Peacemaker killed the other, I feel like it's gonna go down. Probably similar to that same way.
So they're in the realm Adrian, and they're like agreeing with everything like two Spider-Mans. Then Chris gets brought up, and the fake dimensions Adrian is like, I hate Chris. That's my enemy. And they're like, what? So that leaves a big cliffhanger. They don't really touch on that later on in this episode. While they cut back to Rick Flag, he's in his office sitting down. He's in county jail. This is again right when the police goes to inspect Hardcourt. They cut to Rick Flag at a county jail, and things get really interesting from here. The Flag offers an opportunity for redemption to none other than the villainous Lex Luthor.
Huge pop of the entire
Huge
week.
pop. The unveil was so sick, right?
Yeah, it was. And part of me had a feeling it was gonna be Lex, but I didn't believe it until I saw it. Because I'm like, he's been away this entire season, and I'm like,
It's somewhere. It's like it's an option. It's a possibility, but you didn't think it was gonna be at that moment.
And you know what's so funny? I literally pitched this to you. I told you that in literally Man of Tomorrow, this exact same scenario would play out, but it would be Superman and not Rick Flag Jr. So this, it's funny how this exact scenario is playing out, just with a different character.
We might see Superman, dude.
I think we will. I think we're going to see him in a finale. James Gunn said we're not going to see him. James Gunn's lying through his fucking teeth. I think we're going to see Superman.
James Gunn's a little troll, and I love it.
I think we're going to see Superman in the finale.
Absolutely. Flag offers the opportunity of redemption because Lex Luthor uses his portal finder, and that could be a thing to locate where Peacemaker's at. So, spicy tea, big pop, super spicy tea is the notes that I wrote for this scene.
Lex Luthor coming on screen for even just 2 minutes to just grace us with his presence and say, hey, I want you to realize that I don't need your help because I already have like a life sentence. You need my help. So cut to shit and he's like, cut the shit and give me the absolute best negotiation tactic you have. I don't want to hear all the fluff and shit. I love that. I
Right.
like about Lex.
Just straightforward, very, very dangerous duo. Now, Chris finds the real dimensions Harcourt and is baffled. This real dimensional Harcourt is wearing black leather, like a biker gang outfit. And he's like, why are you here? And Harcourt and the gang, they obviously want to bring back Chris, but Chris isn't having it. Chris is happy for now. And then as they're chatting, he walks by a flag, picks it up on someone's cubicle on their desk, and oh my god, it's the American flag with a Nazi symbol.
It's the swastika on the
It's the
American
swastika
flag.
on the American flag in the fake dimension, and Chris just realizes it. And that symbolic macro zoomed shot they had of that flag was
And
like,
before
what?
that, you gotta remember, like, Harcourt's walking through, and she's like, "There's something very interesting about this office. I have not seen a single
right.
person of color in this office at all." And I'm like, "Well, I never picked up on that either, but that is."
Yo, I did. I said the same thing to him. I'm like, oh shit. Like, oh man, I don't see really blacks or even Latinos in this. Yeah.
I'm about to say Edebeo was not employed there at all. Well, I don't think we've seen that.
Not one bit.
Edebeo. Hopefully she's
Yeah,
not.
so
Hopefully she's not a slave or some shit. No, in this fucking universe.
that's another bomb that dropped there in this Nazi driven universe. And it's just like, oh, that's another thing they didn't even talk about. And it did hit. Like no one really thought about, hey, I don't see anyone really of color working here. So yeah, she gets scot-free, and Harcourt is free to go as the fake dimension Harcourt is going to clock into work on her way to the same building that they're in. We don't really see them interact. They just cut to them walking down the hallway. I think there's a lot of chisme, a lot of spicy tea alert.
Well, no,
next
because
episode.
the other universe Harcourt was like, "Hey, arrest that woman," like at the very end.
Mhm.
And then, Edebeo, you can't forget about the Edebeo part where she's like walking down a block, and then Keith steps out of his car. He's like, "Oh, black!" And then everyone starts running after her, and I'm like, "Oh my god!"
The end scene is as Ads is going for a stroll down the block, as everyone's on their side missions. The block loses their shit.
The black or the block loses their shit?
The block loses their shit as Heath heartbreaks on his pickup truck, gets out of it, immediately yells, I don't even know if I want to say this, dog.
The block spots a black. The block spots a black.
Keith gets out of his car. Keith yells, "A black!" Like what? And then everyone and their grandmother is out of the woodworks like they're in the SpongeBob episode. They're chasing the old man, and they're just running like the weapons kids, and they're fucking chasing ads. They're chasing ads
and
down.
Everything, yeah.
They're all these geezers and vieja locas are fake. They're running, chasing ads, and the last thing you see is a side profile of ads running like she's in the Olympics.
Listen.
Insane.
There's
that's the last word I got.
And I said that, and Isaac texted me, and he's like, "You're gonna hate the ending to this episode," and I'm like, "I don't know what to expect." And I got to the end, and I'm like, "Okay." So I understand why you thought I was gonna hate it, but I don't. I love that it was a great cliffhanger. Like, do I love racism? Absolutely fucking not.
It was all over. This episode's all over the place. This is all over the place.
I love how there's so many different arcs that are playing out now. You have, first of all, Edebeo, who I hope she's not about to get fucking lynched, because that's that. When I see, them yelling a black and they're all chasing after her, my mind goes straight to, they're about to do some very, very heinous things to this woman. So hopefully we don't see that on the show. I think James Gunn knows where to go and where not to go, but hopefully we don't go too far with that.
Right. Right.
Then you see, obviously, old boy, he's meeting his counterpart, and he's like, "Oh, no, I fucking hate Chris. Wait, I actually love Chris." Then Economos, he didn't meet his other counterpart, but he got his hand stabbed by Dad. Dad stabbed him in the hand, and Economos just spilled the beans on everything that's going on. Harcourt got her other universe self arrested. Now she knows what's going on. Like, everything is fucked and everything sucks. Quote by Limp Bizkit. I saw Fred Durst this weekend at Fantastic Fest, and now I'm quoting him.
A hell of a reference, my friend.
Yes. There is a lot going on in this episode. I love the cliffhanger ending. It has me in anticipation for episode 7, which I cannot wait. And it's the second to last episode. Episode 8 will be in the next couple weeks. There was a lot. There was a lot in this episode, and I loved it. Easily a 8 out of 10 episode, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Spot on, 8 out of 10.
For sure. For sure. Isaac, I must ask you now. Do you still believe that
In God.
they're all gonna make it out alive?
Oh man,
I see
I
some people
hope
already
so.
saying that someone might die. Do you think they're all gonna make it out alive?
Maybe Adrian, hopefully Adrian. But no, I don't. It's too early to tell. I don't know what turn is gonna happen. We'll probably figure it out next episode. A lot to speculate. Uh, I mean, in the second season, it wouldn't be that surprising if they cut someone off. You keep in mind you have the green guy. I forgot his name. Vigilante, Chase as well. Um, yeah, it's just very unpredictable ending. Just like so many turns in this episode. Very thought provoking episode. Very must see. But yeah, I don't know.
Should be interesting to see how that goes. But yeah, I mean, I think we got through all of our. So is there any other news articles you have, Isaac? Because I think we got through everything already.
I have a couple of notes we get into. You want to go to what's new this week?
Yeah, what's new this week? What didn't I cover? What didn't I
All
talk
right.
about?
Yeah, sure. I mean, we have Warner Bros. Discussing a Weapons prequel right now.
Ooh, you know,
Warner Bros.
we speculated about this a couple episodes ago.
We call this shit, guys.
We
You
did.
gotta, if you've made it to this deep in the episode, I want everyone commenting down below. What should they comment down, Sooplex?
Comment down below. Are you watching?
Is this thing on? Yeah, well, Are You Watching is a good one. Or fuck Gladys.
That's what she
I don't
says.
know.
That's what she says in it. Are you watching?
Oh yeah, are you watching? Warner Bros. Is discussing a weapons prequel to revolve around the backstory of the evil Tia known as Gladys. I love it.
I love
can't
it.
Wait. I love it.
Listen,
It's
I
gonna be
think
insane.
a prequel works better than a sequel. We said this weeks ago. Sequel
We called this
works-
shit.
A prequel works
Absolutely.
best. Yes.
Absolutely. You said prequel specifically, and it just makes sense to backtrack on not just that, but people want to see it. You know, if people didn't want to see it, okay, I got it. They just want to do a side project. He could do whatever the fuck he wants. I forgot the director's name for Weapons, but man, he has a big leeway with going forward, and then he also has something to do with Resident Evil, I think.
Yeah, he's working on a Resident Evil
Yeah.
movie right now.
And there's another game in the works. Can't wait for that. Bad boo-boo news. Tom Holland gets a boo-boo.
Oh no.
That's right. Not
Not
just
the
like every
boo-boo,
episode.
a boo-boo.
Just like every episode of Me and Tyler, there is more Spider-Man Brand News Day.
Yes.
Brand New
we
Day.
cannot escape the
soon.
Spider-Man news. Oh,
Yeah,
let us
dude,
not
Spider-Man
let us
news,
not
yeah.
forget that Spider-Man is actually canon now in the DCU.
One of these days, we're gonna get like a theme song just for this.
Yes.
Spider-Man news. Tom Holland reportedly suffered from a concussion doing a stunt mid filming, as well as a stunt coordinator. Both of them fucked up, you know. So someone's not adding up. Get better, Tom Holland. They're pausing production right now. It's rough. Possibly could delay the film.
Yeah, I mean concussion. That if depending on how serious it is, you know, he might struggle with remembering lines. That could mess some shit up.
Very
So
true.
hopefully, it's not a bad concussion. It's a minor one, and we can get back to filming very soon. But obviously, we don't want it to rush it. If his mental health, his physical health comes first. If this movie gets delayed a month, I don't think fans are going to cry about it because at the end of the day,
Right.
it's something that was completely out of his control, out of anyone's control. His health comes
Absolutely.
first. So hopefully he bounces back from this. And I know he will bounce back from this, but hopefully he bounces back from this quickly and with a safe recovery.
Very well said. I agree, and it should be also noted that this was in a closed setting. Usually, stunts in these type of Marvel pictures they take place in a whole warehouse that is chroma keyed and green screened off. So it was around a controlled setting. Thank God people were on site for this and immediately acted. and feel better, Tom Holland. Sucks to hear. Two more things. First off, we have Star Wars news. The
Oh,
trailer just dropped for Mandalorian and Grogu. Did you see it?
I'm not a Star Wars fan, so I did not see it.
New trailer dropped for The Mandalorian and Grogu. It's a trailer for emphasizing the fun side of Star Wars, showing the action and adventures of Grogu and the Mandalorian. Doesn't seem too serious as the other Empire films, and it comes out May of next year.
So, do you watch Star Wars? Are you a fan of Star Wars?
On and off, I love the OG films, but not bad.
So, what are your thoughts on it? Because I can't really get my thoughts on something I don't watch.
I think this is a breath of fresh air. This is it seems to be comedy driven and a very very different take on Star Wars. So must watch for sure.
Well,
And
what's
I'm
going on
excited
with
for this.
that the Andor movie that comes out in 2 years?
I don't know. They're taking time on that one. I don't know why. That's a good question.
Again, you know more than me.
Yeah.
What's the last one?
Yeah. The last thing we have that we didn't touch upon, we were talking before we were recording this episode. We're like, man, we're in a season right now. Not just movies are back, but it's about to be fall. You know what that means? That means horror is about to strike upon us, and it seems like we're going to be getting a series coming out that I'm very excited for. Welcome to Derry. The series is it's going to drop on HBO Max and is set to premiere October 26th. The series around the town of Derry and the kids around it that are taking action because parents won't. October 26th, HBO Max. This is gonna be sick. This should be the show we honestly talk about after Peacemaker, but very excited to see that. Very very excited to see. I love anything that has to do with it or Stephen King. All of them.
Yeah, Bill Skarsgård is reprising his role as Pennywise, which excites me because I love Bill Skarsgård's performance as Pennywise. The real question is, do you think Pennywise is going to be a constant throughout the season, or is it going to be like something they build up to in the season finale?
I think it's going to be built up because it seems to be a series surrounding other individuals and more of a focus on the characters in town and how they react to things. So I do think he's going to possibly play a minimal role in this, but looks great regardless. Very very interesting take on it, and HBO Max getting banger after banger. Damn, HBO, damn.
Though I will say, it's called It Welcome to Derry, and I think a lot of the people who are watching this show are going to be watching mainly for Pennywise. So I think he will probably have to be a constant. Now listen, I don't think every episode you have to have him on screen for like 10 minutes. I'm not saying you got to give this man dialogue or nothing, but just a little jump scare here, a little cameo there, like just to show that he's looming in the background throughout the episodes, I think will get the audience peeled to keep them through. Because if it's just us building up these characters and then we're waiting until the finale, I think there's going to be a drop-off if that happens. I think the way to keep the audience's attention is to have Pennywise looming in the background the way that he was looming in the background of the movies. Because during the first movie, it wasn't like Pennywise shows up at the end. Like, no, Pennywise is disguised as all these different creatures and characters haunting these kids because, in his own words, the more scared the kids are, the more tasty they are. The more succulent they are. So, pause. The more
that's his words, though. It's so ridiculous.
Yes, Pennywise on the Epstein list, of course. But that's his own words. So, if you're going to be keeping these kids scared, then you got to be scaring them throughout the entire season. It's not a movie. So, I do think we're going to have to see Pennywise. Again, I don't think it needs to be every episode. But honestly, you can make it every episode because you can have a kid being haunted for like 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds. I don't want to see Pennywise in the first episode and then we don't see him again until the last two or the last episode. Like that's the ways to build. If you have Bill Skarsgård already on call, use Bill Skarsgård. I felt the same way about I say the same thing about Robert Pattinson all the time. When people say, why do you want Robert Pattinson's Batman in the DC? You have him on call already. Like, he's already there, available. Like, use him. Why go and use a whole different Batman? And listen, they already defied what my logic is, so it is what it is. But here, you have him, use him or lose him. You have Bill Skarsgård. I don't see why you wouldn't use him to his most potential. Again, we don't need him every episode taking up the whole episode. Realistically, he can't and he shouldn't because he's Pennywise, not Pennywise the dancing talking clown. He's Pennywise the clown. So, yeah. Have him here scaring the kids, and then at the end he can have a grand finale where he's there for like 10 minutes and they're trying to defeat him. But I think he should be a constant.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's going to play a big factor in it, but I don't predict him to be in the first couple just off rip because even in the trailer they just like teased him at the end. They just sprinkled a little bit of Pennywise in there, so who knows what we could expect. I was a big fan of both the first and second chapter of it, and obviously the original, it traumatized a whole generation of clowns, and I'm one of them. And I am happy to now be a fanatic of horror films involving clowns. Bring back, if you are listening, Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
All right, chat. This has been Sooplex Podcast, episode 15. Thank you all for watching. I am Sooplex. That has been Super Kick. And we will be seeing you all next month in October, where we'll be talking about more movies, more TV show, and more horror. Let's end this out on a big note before we go into the holiday season. Isaac, what is your favorite horror movie of all time?
Oh, putting me on the spot. The Lorax.
The Lorax is your favorite horror movie?
The Lorax. I'm kidding. It's my favorite movie, not horror. Honestly, favorite horror movie, my friend, I am going to say I don't see anything more fascinating than the story of Freddy Krueger. So I'm gonna go with the OG Friday at Elm Street. What is it? Nightmare on Elm Street Friday.
You mixed up Friday.
Yeah, mixing them up.
I got you now. So the very first Wes Craven one.
Very first one and the third one as well. They're just like classics. Okay. And Johnny Depp. Shout out Johnny Depp.
Is the third one Dream Warriors?
I think it's the fourth. I don't know.
Oh, well,
I can't tell.
I'll say this again. If you love the Nightmare on Elm Street, you must watch Black Phone 2. There is so much Nightmare on Elm Street inspiration in that movie.
Yeah, you said there's a lot of inspiration and references and stuff. I love that.
Yes. For me, my favorite horror movie of all time, it's been the same for a few years now. I keep saying Hereditary. But as I watch more and more horror movies, I feel like it might be changing soon. But as of right now, my default answer, I'm still going to go with Hereditary being my favorite movie of all time. Horror movie of all time.
Which one?
Hereditary.
Okay, good pick.
Yeah, Tony Collette's the goat, so anything for you.
Saw was also a good runner-up. I loved Saw and the impact of Saw.
I loved the Saw franchise growing. That was the only horror franchise that I could actually sit through and be okay with was Saw.
Right.
I think I might want to rewatch that very soon. But guys, this has been Sooplex Podcast episode 15. I have been Sooplex. This has been Isaac, Super Kick, and you have been Chat. We appreciate y'all listening again, and we will see you all next week for episode 7 of The Peacemaker. All right, guys, take care. Peace!